PSA Reloaded, man. It's your boy 3-Letter Man. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Y'all know where to follow your boy at, man. Hit the like button also. I appreciate that. Y'all see the title of this particular blog, man. Let's talk about it, man. Shout out to my guy once again, App Hoffa. We're talking App Hoffa with Troy Ave on my expert opinion. There's a few things that were said through the conversation that I would like to harp on. First off, let me just say about Troy Ave. Troy Ave, New York City, the album, which dropped in the year 2013. I thought that was one of the best albums that came out of New York City, in my opinion, right? Did give you that New York feel, if you want to go in that bag. Songs like Classic Feel, Cigar Music, My Grind, everything with Pusha T. Had features with Yayo, Raekwon, Prodigy, Nori, this, that, and the third. Very, very dope project, man. Throughout the years, been watching, always talk about that particular project and everything like that. I was a fan of that particular project myself. When Troy Ave said on the song My Grind, walk like it, talk like it, I don't give a New York like it. Like, yes, you look at Troy Ave, and you can say the 50 Cent comparisons and everything like that. And I'm going to get to that 50 Cent comment that you made, Troy Ave, because I didn't understand where you was going with that, number one, right? And then you want to go to his White Christmas mixtapes, the Brick by Brick series that he had. And when he dropped Major Without a Deal, the second project leading up to my New York City album project, I did not think Major Without a Deal was a good album at all. It was a bad project. I gotta be honest. To go from that to this, like, I give Troy Ave, New York City, the album, a strong 4 mics. I give Major Without a Deal a 3 mic project. That project was not good. I know he had the follow-up song Doodoo on there, and he had like a Fat Joe song that I probably liked on there. But overall, the project was not that great, in my opinion, man. You know what I mean? Now, it was actually good to hear him talk about Hoffa. I'm gonna give you the pros and cons of all these conversations that I had between Math and Yayo. I mean, Math and Troy Ave, pardon himself. I did like the fact that he saluted Hoffa, because if you remember Hoffa, for some of y'all who might not know, he was the one managing Troy Ave, right? They had their differences and everything like that, went separate ways. I think Hoffa ended up managing Styles P and stuff like that. And to hear Troy Ave, you know, send his condolences to Hoffa, because I don't know if I saw RIP on Twitter or Instagram when Hoffa passed away from Troy Ave. I was kind of looking for that. I don't think I saw that, right? The segment with Math and Troy, when Math had the title that says, "Niggas wasn't selling music in the streets until I did that." Math, you gotta be careful with these titles that you put out there, man, because you could put the artists on your show in a very light that people might not like them, especially a guy like Troy Ave. For the most part, he's not the. I don't think a lot of people rock with Troy Ave like that. I don't have a big problem with him. Yeah, he has arrogance and everything like that. And if you want to say he's always doing this tough guy talk image, if you're gonna go in that bag, fine. But Math, you gotta be careful when you title your segments here saying, you know, niggas wasn't selling music in the streets until I did that, because it was good to hear him clear that up, because he said that, but there was also other stuff he was leading up into there, Math. So it's kind of dangerous in a sense when you do that, because we've seen MC Hammer sell out tapes out his trunk. Wu-Tang Clan has done that. The South in a whole has lived off selling music out the trunk. Master P, Cash Money, a lot of the Houston rappers, Slim Thug, West Coast, Too Short, E40. So in every region, you're going to try out respectfully, and I know you cleared it up yourself. You shouted out the Houston dudes and everything like that. You talked about doing Screwed and Chopped and everything. So I was glad to see you clear that up, because if Math just leaves that title there and I don't watch that, it's going to be deceiving. And like, they're acting like you're the first person or the only cat that's only selling music out of the trunk, out of his car. You know, y'all went into the gang culture talk that came through NYC. I was never a fan of the Bloods and Crips in New York. I'm sorry, I just never fond of Bloods and Crips coming to New York City, because that was not New York. Number one, that was not New York City, right? And why is it when dudes start talking about jail, it's like a badge of honor? And young people, stay away from the judicial system. Stay away from the jails, the prisons, the feds. Stay away from that, bro. Because a lot of times, a lot of these dudes talk about jail like if you didn't get locked up, you're not that guy. Don't let no one ever fool y'all that getting locked up is the move, because it's not. All right? It's like you've been locked up, or if you've been in a jail, in a house, if you've been, holding on to houses and everything like that. And then something that Troy Ave said also, that Math title on another segment, the cliche, the loudest dude in the room is never the toughest dude. To a degree, that's right, and to a large degree, that's wrong. I know a lot of dudes that were loud, and they get it shaken. Let me say that again for the people in the back that did not hear me. I know a lot of dudes that were extra loud and boisterous, but used to get it crazy, get it shaken and everything like that. So I don't know how much I live by that cliche, the loudest dude in the room is not the, whatever. I just don't subscribe to that theory, man, right? Now, I wish Math would have asked Troy Ave about Manolo Rose, and that whole situation went down like that. I don't know if he's going to do that when he drops the whole episode, but I would have loved to hear him talk about Manolo Rose also. When Troy Ave was talking about 50 Cent, this is where it gets kind of interesting to me like that, because, Troy, first of all, we know your half career, you were saying 50 Cent is your favorite rapper. So to give us some story about Barclays and Math, once again, your title, you got to be careful with these titles, him running down on 50 Cent, but even though he did say he ran down on 50 Cent, Troy Ave, respectfully, King, you think anyone really believes that you ran down on Curtis Boo Boo Jackson, the guy from Southside Jamaica, Queens? I'm a Southside Jamaica, Queens nigga, you heard me? Like, that guy? You ran down on 50? What do you mean you ran down on 50? And then you make it sound like you're going to get it shaken because you're my favorite rapper, I'm down to do. Man, come on. We're not, nobody believes that, Troy Ave. We don't believe you. You need more people. Nobody believes that, bro. Come on, knock it off. Any of y'all really believe that Troy Ave ran down on 50? Come on, man. I would love to know what 50 thinks about this, number one. Ran down on 50? Come on, man. Nobody's believing that, bro. Now, when Matt talked about him and Troy Ave having the same hater, in the sense of Taxstone, they didn't want to say the man's name and everything like that, but whatever. Did Matt try to almost bait Troy Ave into the convo of Taxstone? Because I got to give Troy Ave his respect on him. He did stray away from that and had more smoke for 5 mics, more than he had for Taxstone, right? I did think, all right, here's the thing with Taxstone. Years ago, me and Timbo interviewed Taxstone. I don't think we put it out because it sounded very distorted. Like he was on a phone, it was a phone conversation, and he was in a whip and it was going in and out. And he had some words for Math, man. Timbo will tell you this and everything like that. We did not put the episode out. I still have that on files and everything like that. I'm gonna see if I can find that. But the thing with Taxstone, like he was the first. I mean, Joe Budden, you call him the Podfather and everything like that. But Taxstone, probably, if you want to say some of the street guys were really jacking Taxstone. I mean, Taxstone did go through a stretch when he interviewed Jeezy, Meek Mill, I believe. And was it Beanie Siegel? I know he went through a period where he interviewed Meek Mill and Jeezy. Was it Jeezy? I know he went through a period. He had back-to-back interviews that were real. Before Gilly came on the scene, before a lot of these, it was Combat Jack, it was Joe Budden, it was, you know what I'm saying? There's a few of these dudes out here, you know what I mean? Before all of y'all started running, when Nori came out, you know what I'm saying? Taxstone was out here. You know what I mean? Now, did I agree with everything Taxstone did and say? Matt and him talked about him attacking New York rappers and everything like that. The thing with that is so dicey because I can hear y'all saying, well, why is he attacking people from his own home? But then again, it's like, who else are you going to talk about? You don't live in Memphis. You don't live in Atlanta. You don't live in Cali. You're going to attack New York rappers. I attack New York people. I'm biased. They say I'm biased towards New York rappers. But I attack more New York rappers. I have more smoke towards New York rappers more than any other region. So, you know, do I think Taxstone was trying to bully certain people? I never understood the Taxstone Troy Ave thing. I don't know. I know Taxstone was cool, Manolo Rose and stuff like that, and song stealing if you want to go in that bag. And, you know, Taxstone had a lot of words with Troy Ave and the incident with Taxstone. I wasn't jacking everything Taxstone did. I wasn't jacking everything Troy Ave did. You know, so it's like none of those guys are my friends or nothing like that. So, you know, did the bully get bullied that night when the T.I. show, show and everything like that? And Troy Ave grabbing the burner from Tax and, you know, that situation and everything like that. I see people saying Troy Ave was snitching on Mav's show. I'm not going to touch that. That's for you people to talk, you street dudes, to decipher. I'm a civilian. I pay taxes and I suck toes. I have no time to sit here. Yeah, baby, how you doing? I have no time to sit here and talk about none of that. Just, you feel me? So I'ma just, you know, like, do I think Troy Ave talks a lot of tough guy talk and, you know, him busting crazy in the club? I wasn't jacking, just busting up shots in the club. I wasn't jacking that, man. I didn't think that was cool at all, you know, and taking the gat and going at his, what you guys call ops and stuff. And, you know, he spoke about the relationship with Banger. It was good to hear Troy talk about more about that relationship that he had with Banger and everything like that. He said Mano walked past him and everything, and, you know, I guess we'll end up hearing a subliminal message from Mano at one point. But imagine getting blamed like Troy Ave did for the death of his man Banger. Like, he got a lot of people pointing fingers at Troy Ave for the demise of the brother Banger, man. So, what's y'all take on Troy Ave, the interview with Math? I mean, I have no beef with Troy Ave. I just think certain things he says, yeah, he gets braggadocious sometimes, the jacket of running out of 50 and everything. And I don't hate the brother. Nobody hates that brother, number one. It's just certain things he says just rubs people the wrong way. And I don't think his music right now is popping like it did years ago. His podcast, hell, he had his podcast. It is what it is, a facto show. So I don't know. But leave comments on the bottom, man. Math, please drop the episode already, man. It's your boy 3. 1.